Once again, we'll remind you that Congressman McDonald will be in Chickamauga this morning at 9, Fort Oglethorpe at 10:30, and Ringgold at 2. Whether you agree with him or not, I'm sure he'd like to meet you and hear your views. We were talking about the Atlanta papers a minute ago. One of the big complaints they have about you, and not just them, but people who are opposed to you, say that although you do express your beliefs well, that you are not an effective congressman, that you're a lone voice in the wilderness, you're a maverick, that anything you support is sometimes considered a joke by other congressmen. What do you think about those?
Oh, it's very easy, Dave. All you have to do is ask for a definition of the word effective. Effective at what? Now, they say, oh, you mean effective at passing laws. Well, I personally believe that we don't need a lot more laws. I think we've got far too many laws on the books now. That's part of the problem. Our government is far too... We don't need more government, more laws. We need a lot less. I'm up there trying to dismantle a lot of this giant government. But let's stop and just think about when you, quote, pass a law with the current attitude in the Congress, what do you get in a law today? You get either more spending or more taxes or more controls. That's the three things. So let me ask you, which do you want? You want more spending? I think we've got too much. Do you want more taxes? I think we're taxed too heavily now. Do you want more controls over your life? Does anybody say, hey, look, I really believe the federal government needs to control me. I want to be a slave. Please tell me how to run every facet of my life. I don't hear many people saying that. I think most people say, I think it's time we get the government off our backs and out of our pockets. Yes, I think the people who believe that the welfare state is a disaster, the people who are trying to slow down this humongous growth in the federal government and the stifling of the American dream, these are viewed as the mavericks. These are viewed. Congressman Phil Crane is viewed as being not effective. Congressman John Ashbrook, one of the great Americans of this century, prior to his recent, strange, tragic death, was an individual who was constantly criticized being not effective. And today, to be effective, you have to be one of those saying, more government, more spending, and more controls, more taxes, and I'm not part of that breed, and I'll readily admit to that.
Why do you think that the public, who most people say we don't want more government, I mean almost everybody says that, we want less government, why do they put up with increased government intervention? Why do they put up with it? I
think that, Joseph de Maistre said, except he said it in French about 200 years ago, that you get the kind of government you deserve, and I think that's true. I think the problem today is that we do not have an informed electorate. The average good person on the street, the average good citizen, black and white, Democrat, Republican, young and old, doesn't have the foggiest idea what is going on and their response to it.
Okay, we're out of time, Congressman. We appreciate you coming. Wish we had more time.
We need another hour or so.
Nice to be with you.